Hello again, doing another Minidisc video today. You might have seen from an earlier video that I acquired this Minidisc and some blank Minidiscs unopened from eBay, and this one wasn't working, and the reason I believe is, as usual, the batteries have been left in this Minidisc, and as you can see there, they've corroded. Now I've scraped some of the corrosion off, but today I wanted to quickly get rid of this corrosion again and see if we can get this Minidisc working again. I wasn't going to keep this one, but the reason I like it is it can actually accept a rechargeable battery in there, and when it's placed in its cradle it will recharge the battery that's in there at the same time. So it'd be handy for like using around the house, and it's got a display on the Minidisc itself and on the Minidisc remote, inline remote there. As you might be able to see from this, it's in a pretty grubby state, so I'm just going to do some refurbishing. But first of all, I'm going to get the battery contacts cleaned up, and it's hard to do this while taking a video, but I'll do my best. So first thing I'm going to do, I've done this on another video that you might have seen, or I might upload another time, but first thing I'm going to do is scrape off the loose corrosion there. That comes from the either an alkaline battery or a rechargeable battery. Just going to scrape it off, get rid of the worst of it with a clean toothbrush. There you go, and having got rid of most of it, or anything loose, now what we're going to do is proceed to use some white vinegar. Let's move some of this stuff out of the way. White distilled vinegar, not the brown malt vinegar, because that has got, well, it'll leave malt in it obviously. So just getting a bit on the toothbrush there. And I'm going to start with the spring. Just going to put a little bit on the spring. Not too much on there. And I'm going to put some on this contact as well. Obviously you don't want this dropping down inside the unit. That's why I've got the camera at a different angle today. And I'm also occasionally sitting down because it's really hard to see. I'll try and zoom in on that if I can. There we go. So that green stuff is the corrosion. The blue part behind it I think might be part of the battery contact. So I'm going to get this vinegar on there, and you might be able to see it's fizzing away. Let's see if I can hold it still. Now I think what that is, it's the acid in the vinegar neutralising the alkaline which is on the battery, on the corrosion on the battery contact. And while it's getting to work, we're going to just have a clean up of the other parts of the Minidisc. So I'm just going to grab a, first thing I'm going to do is headphones. I'm unlikely to use these headphones because I prefer the in-ear headphones, but I'm using an antibacterial wipe just to give those a good wipe over, especially the earbuds, but also the cables, because they've probably had those in their mouth or dragging around a sink or something stupid. Put those to one side, that's those done. Now this unit as well. Now antibacterial wipe will not do the full job on this, but I'm going to start with this because it's the easiest thing to do. I've got a funny feeling that clip, no, the clip doesn't come off. I thought the clip might come off, but it doesn't. So this is the remote control. I can't remember whether this is backlit. We'll find out in a minute. So I'm just going to give that a quick go over with that. Not too bad. There we go. We've also got this stand it comes with here. It's a bit manky as well. I'm going to use a paintbrush to get the dust off. Again, just give it a good go over with an antibacterial wipe. That will do probably for this. And the unit itself is a bit grubby, as you can see there. And you see the little label here is, oh sorry about that, the little label here has lifted off a little bit, so I can't use something like alcohol on here because it will lift that label off. And if I do want to sell it, the new user might want the label on there. If I'm going to keep it, I'll probably take that off. Again, just a little bit of a wipe on here with the antibacterial wipe, just to basically to clean off the worst of it, because what I'm going to use next, this is in tribute to Elliot from the Retro Future YouTube channel, and he always uses Mr. Sheen on his on the stuff he refurbs as well. So Mr. Sheen is the UK brand of a multi-surface cleaner. I might even put a link to this in the description. You can buy it on Amazon. It's just a multi-surface cleaner. It's good for glass, plastic, metal, the whole lot really. I wouldn't use it on electrical contacts, but it does clean and give a bit of a shine, and does a fantastic job. This is really in good condition, this one. Hardly a scratch on it. As I say, I wasn't going to. I bought this package mainly for the discs that came with it, but also to see if I could make use of this one or sell it on. And obviously if it's not working, it's not much good. So that's that. I'm just going to open up the back. We're going to come back to that battery corrosion in a minute. Might as well have a go on this as well. Bit of Mr. Sheen. Great, now back to the battery corrosion. We're seeing now, I'm just going to use this wipe again just to get the worst of this vinegar off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a clean pot, squirt some isopropyl alcohol into the pot, use a clean toothbrush, don't want too much on there, and just give that a rub on those contacts again. And what this does is it is a cleaner, so using a clean toothbrush I'm going to get any more lumps of corrosion off. But the isopropyl alcohol, apart from cleaning, being a solvent, if you leave it on there, then it just evaporates. I'm going really quick because I want to get this done before about 10 minutes on the video. So it's still a little bit of corrosion on there, but you can see the contact now, so I'm going to plug a battery in and then see what happens. Nope, still nothing. So after a bit more scrubbing and getting some of the blue stuff off, which was corrosion, I've scraped it off with a sharp object, obviously being quite careful. I've cleaned up the contacts a bit more with vinegar, and then I've wiped them down with isopropyl alcohol, which is 99.7% pure. And I think the secret is go easy on the vinegar and leave it a long time to dry out in case that stuff gets inside the unit. I think that's what happened before. So here's a rechargeable battery, and I'm hoping it's going to work now. There we go, perfect. So another success story. It goes in the charger like that, and hopefully it will charge the battery as well. Set the Minidisc out. No disc, fair enough. Oh, look at that, charging. There we go, that appears to be working. Volume up and volume down. Excellent. Let's plug in the Ah, that's not working at all. So that'll be something for me to have a look at fixing as well. Oh look, they're a bit manky as well. That's vinegar, I don't want to use that one. The camera really has trouble focusing on this sort of stuff. You see that little green bit there? So what you've got here is you've got a standard 3.5mm jack plug, and then the extra parts there are for the remote control functions. Let's plug that in and see what happens. Let's take it out of the cradle. And there you have it. That's working as well now. Oh, well, would be if it hadn't gone off. There we go. Not backlit, I'm afraid. That's a shame. It would have been nice if it was backlit. But the reason I like this is now you have the two displays. So if it's sitting on the desk, you can use this display, and if it's in your pocket, you can clip this to part of your clothing and use this display. It should give you the track listings as well. There we go. Sorry about the shaky camera work. I've had to put this on a different tripod today. There you go, another success. Thanks for watching.